Here is complete and detailed explanations of human respiratory system. So the definitions of the respiratory system is of the respiratory system is a biological system responsible for a gas exchange, especially the uptake of oxygen O2 and the accretions of carbon dioxide CO2 from the body. This system is important to ensure that all cells in the body get enough oxygen for metabolism and removal-based gases produced from the process. The functions of the respiratory system is gas exchange, allows the uptake of oxygen and accretions of carbon dioxide. Blood pH regulations helps maintain the acid-base balance in the blood by controlling CO2 levels. The third is voice functions in the production of sound when air passes through the vocal cords in the larynx. And the fourth is protection filters prevent particles and microbes from inhaled air and maintains in the humidity of the respiratory tract. Anatomy of the respiratory systems. The human respiratory system consists of two main parts, the respiratory tract as the first, and the second is the respiratory organ. The first is respiratory tract. The respiratory tract is divided into two parts, the upper respiratory tract and the lower respiratory tract. A upper respiratory tract nose. The first part of the respiratory tract functions the filter heat and the humidity in incoming air. The nose also has olfactory receptors. The nasal cavity has walls aligned with the mucosa, the mucus to capture dust and particles, pharynx through the channel that connects the nose and mouth to larynx and esophagus. The pharynx functions as a pathway for food and air. Larynx, voice box, functions as zone of protection as a protects the respiratory tract from the foreign object. In the larynx, there are vocal cords that vibrate as air passes through the pressure zone. B is the lower respiratory tract. So there are trachea, the tube that connects the larynx to the bronchi. The trachea is lined with the siliceous epithelium and is protected by rings of cartilage to keep the tube open. Bronchi. The trachea branch into two main bronchi, one leading out to the right and left lungs. The bronchi also branch into smaller bronchioles, small tubes that carry air to the alveoli where gas exchange takes place. The bronchioles are also lined with smooth muscle tissue that can regulate airflow. The secondly is respiratory organs is the lungs. The lungs are the main organs of the respiratory system and are located in the chest cavity. Each lung is made up of lobes that rings lung. Right lung has 3 lobes, while the left lung has 2 lobes to make room from the heart. Alveoli, small sac-like structures at the end of the bronchioles where gas exchange takes place. The alveoli are surrounded by blood capillaries that facilitate the exchange of O2 and CO2. Alveolar surface lined with the surfactant fluid that help maintain moisture and prevents the alveoli from shrinking. B. Diaphragm. The diaphragm is a large dome-shaped muscle located beneath the lungs. This muscle functions in the process of breathing by contraction and relaxing to regulate the volume of the chest cavity and lungs. Respiratory mechanism. The process of the breathing consists of 2 stages: inhalations, breathing in, and exhalations, breathing out. The first inhalation process, the diaphragm contracts and moves downward while the intercostal muscle between the ribs contract within the ribs. The result, the volume of the chest cavity increases, reducing the pressure in the lungs so that air from outside enters the lungs through the respiratory tract. Gas exchange. The incoming and the air is rich in oxygen, enters the alveoli and is facilitated by the blood capillaries. for gas exchange. The second is exhalation process. The diaphragm in an interstitial muscle relax, causing the volume of the chest cavity to decrease. The result, the pressure in the lungs increase, passing air rich in carbon dioxide of the lungs press through the respiratory tract. CO2, removal carbon dioxide produced from the metabolism of cells in the body is removed from the blood into the alveoli and exhaled. Gas exchange in the alveoli, the gas exchange process occurs in the alveoli tract facets. Air entering the alveoli which will diffuse into the capillary blood surrounding carbon dioxide from the blood will diffuse in the alveoli to the release during exhalation. Respiratory regulation is carried out by the respiratory center located in the brainstem, medulla oblongata, and bones. This center receives signals from various receptors in the body that monitor oxygen, carbon dioxide, and blood pH levels. When CO2 levels increase, the respiratory centers will respond by increasing the frequency and depth in breathing. Respiratory system disorder. Some common respiratory system disorders include: firstly is asthma, a chronic disease characteristic by narrowing of the airways, making it difficult to breathe. And the second is pneumonia, a lung infections that cause inflammation and fluid buildup in alveoli interfering with the gas exchange. The third is bronchitis, inflammations of the bronchi that cause coughing and excessive mucus productions. The fourth is emphysema, a chronic obstructive pulmonary disease that damages the walls of the alveoli, reducing the lungs' ability to exchange gas. The fifth is lung cancer, the growth of cancer cells in the lung that is affected by respiratory function. Prevention and also the treatment. First, avoid smoking. Smoking and can damage lung tissue and increase the risk of respiratory disease. Vaccinations is secondly. Vaccinations against diseases such as influenza and pneumonia can help prevent lung infections. The third is regular exercise. Regular physical activity can increase lung capacity and respiratory health. The fourth is health environment. Avoiding pollutions and dust in the surrounding environment can help maintain lung health. The conclusion is the respiratory system is a vital part of the body that is responsible for gas exchange, penetrating acid-base balance, and play a role in voice production. Understanding the anatomy and mechanism of the respiratory system help us to care for and maintain our respiratory health properly. Efforts to maintain a healthy respiratory system are essential to ensure that the body can function optimally. So, I think enough for these explanations. I'm so sorry because I'm not as in my premise in first. Like I will tell the system that's in our face, but so today I just can't explain the two of system that include in our face, like that is the respiratory, also the digestive system. So I hope this material can be useful for you and can help you to understanding like that. So I think enough for today. I'm sorry I can't to telling more in this system because I'm tired and also the time is not to will be long the durations. So I'm minimum the duration. So I think enough. Thank you for your attention at the first until end. So thank you, and thank you. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you in the next of Edgy Talks.